Once upon a time, in a small coastal village nestled between rugged cliffs and the endless expanse of the sea, there lived a poor fisherman named Elias. His life was one of hardship and toil, as he spent his days casting his nets into the unpredictable waters, hoping for a catch that would feed his family. The sea was both his provider and his tormentor, for while it occasionally blessed him with a bountiful haul, it often left him with nothing but torn nets and empty hands. Elias's wife, Marina, and their 2 young children depended on him, and the weight of their survival rested heavily on his shoulders. One stormy evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky turned a menacing shade of gray, Elias prepared to return home after another fruitless day. The wind howled, and the waves crashed violently against the rocks. Just as he was about to leave, he noticed something unusual near the shore, a large, sleek shape thrashing in the shallow water. Curiosity and concern compelled him to investigate, and as he drew closer, he realized it was a dolphin, entangled in a mess of fishing lines and debris. The dolphin's body was cut and bruised, and its eyes, though filled with fear, seemed to plead for help. Elias's heart ached at the sight. Without a second thought, he waded into the cold, churning water, his hands trembling as he worked to free the creature. The storm raged around him, the rain stinging his face and the waves threatening to pull him under. But he didn't stop. He carefully cut away the tangled lines, his fingers numb from the cold, until the dolphin was finally free. The dolphin, now liberated, swam in a graceful circle around Elias, its eyes locking with his for a moment. It was as if the creature was expressing its gratitude. Then, with a powerful flick of its tail, it disappeared into the depths of the sea. Elias returned home that night, soaked and exhausted, but with a strange sense of fulfillment. He told Marina about the dolphin, and though she smiled, she gently reminded him that kindness wouldn't fill their empty stomachs. The next morning, Elias set out to sea as usual. The storm had passed, leaving the water calm and the sky a brilliant blue. As he rowed his small boat into the open waters, he noticed something extraordinary. The same dolphin he had saved the night before was swimming alongside his boat, leaping joyfully out of the water. Elias laughed, his heart lightened by the creature's playful presence. The dolphin seemed to be guiding him, leading him further out to sea. Curious, Elias followed the dolphin. They traveled for what felt like hours, the coastline fading into a distant blur. Eventually, they reached a secluded cove surrounded by towering cliffs. The water here was crystal clear, and the seabed sparkled with an otherworldly light. The dolphin dove deep, and Elias, peering over the side of his boat, gasped. Beneath the surface lay the wreckage of an ancient ship, its hull encrusted with barnacles and coral. The dolphin resurfaced, nudging Elias's boat toward the wreck. Elias, though hesitant, felt a strange pull toward the sight. He tied a rope around his waist, grabbed a small knife, and dove into the water. As he swam closer to the wreck, he noticed something glinting among the debris, a chest partially buried in the sand. His heart raced as he realized what it might contain. With great effort, Elias managed to pry the chest open. Inside, he found gold coins, jewels, and artifacts that shimmered even in the dim underwater light. He couldn't believe his eyes. The dolphin circled him, as if urging him to take the treasure. Elias filled his pockets and swam back to the surface, his mind spinning with disbelief and excitement. Over the next few days, Elias returned to the cove, carefully retrieving the treasure bit by bit. He told no one about his discovery, not even Marina, fearing that word would spread and bring trouble. But as the days passed, he began to share small gifts with the villagers: food for the hungry, repairs for the crumbling school, and medicine for the sick. The village began to thrive, and Elias's heart swelled with pride. The Dolphin continued to visit Elias, always appearing when he needed guidance or comfort. The two formed an unspoken bond, a friendship that transcended words. Elias often wondered if the Dolphin had known about the treasure all along, or if it had simply been fate that brought them together. Whatever the case, he was grateful for the creature's presence in his life. Years passed, and Elias grew old, but he never forgot the Dolphin that had changed his life. He often sat by the shore, watching the horizon, hoping to catch a glimpse of his friend. One day, as the sun dipped below the waves, he saw a familiar shape leap out of the water. The Dolphin swam close to the shore, its eyes meeting Elias's one last time before disappearing into the vast, endless sea. Elias smiled, knowing that his life had been blessed by an extraordinary friendship and a treasure far greater than gold. And so, the tale of the fisherman and the Dolphin became legend, a story of kindness, gratitude, and the magic that lies beneath the waves. The villagers, inspired by Elias's generosity, passed down the story through generations, reminding their children that true wealth is found not in gold or jewels, but in the bonds we form and the lives we touch. And though the Dolphin was never seen again, its spirit lived on in the hearts of those who believed in the power of compassion and the mysteries of the sea. Elias's legacy endured long after he was gone. The village, once struggling and impoverished, flourished into a thriving community. The school he repaired became a center of learning, and the medicine he provided saved countless lives. The treasure he had discovered was used not for personal gain, but to uplift those around him. Marina, who had stood by him through the hardest times, lived to see their children grow into kind and generous adults, carrying forward the values their father had instilled in them. The cove where Elias had found the treasure became a place of reverence. Villagers would visit it to reflect on the story of the fisherman and the Dolphin, and to remind themselves of the importance of helping others. Some even claimed to see the Dolphin's silhouette in the waves, a symbol of hope and guidance for those who needed it most. As for Elias, his final resting place was a small hill overlooking the sea, where he had spent so many hours watching the horizon. A simple stone marked his grave, inscribed with the words, "A friend to the sea, a hero to his people." And though the waves eventually eroded the stone, the story of the fisherman and the Dolphin remained etched in the hearts of all who heard it, a timeless reminder of the power of kindness and the magic that lies within us all. The sea, once a source of hardship for Elias, became a symbol of hope and possibility. The villagers, inspired by his story, began to treat the ocean with greater respect, understanding that it was not just a provider of resources, but a living entity that deserved care and reverence. They established practices to protect the marine life, ensuring that future generations would continue to benefit from its bounty. The Dolphin, though no longer seen, became a guardian spirit of the village. Fishermen would often whisper prayers to it before setting out to sea, asking for safe passage and a bountiful catch. Children would play by the shore, imagining they could see its sleek form leaping through the waves. And on quiet nights, when the moon cast its silver light over the water, some swore they could hear the faint echo of the Dolphin's joyful clicks and whistles. Elias's story spread far beyond the village, reaching distant lands and inspiring countless others. Travelers would come to the village, eager to hear the tale from those who had known Elias personally. They would leave with a renewed sense of purpose, determined to make a difference in their own communities. The story became a beacon of hope, a reminder that even the smallest act of kindness could have a profound impact. And so, the story of the fisherman and the dolphin lived on, not just as a tale of treasure and fortune, but as a testament to the enduring power of compassion, friendship, and the belief that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of hope. The sea, once a source of struggle, became a source of inspiration, and the bond between Elias and the dolphin became a timeless reminder that the greatest treasures in life are the ones we share with others. Kindness always finds its way back. If you believe in the power of good deeds, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories.